All right, so this whole section is about systems of equations. We have been working with one equation at a time. Now we're going to be working with two. Don't let that scare you, because it's not scary. Okay? So, systems of equations. Today we're going to learn how to solve them by graphing. So this is lesson 6.1 if you want to write this down. Solving a system of equations by graphing. So, by graphing, let's just start with, and if I ever go too fast, just tell me to back up. Okay, we're going to graph these all separately. What form are these in right now? Remember what it's called? Right, y equals mx plus b. What is that called? What's it called?
Let's start with
S. Slope-intercept form. Okay, we know how to graph these, correct? Okay, so let's just graph them. We graph them like normal. Can we graph these the way they look right now? Yes. What do I always start with?
y-intercept.
Y-intercept, which is what? 3. Yep, B is always our y-intercept, so go in what direction? Up 3. 1, 2, 3. Put a point there. What do I do from that point? What's the biggest part of this whole equation?
Down to right.
Right, the slope. So we go down 2, right 1. And then I like to do 3 points. And then what do I do once I have that? Just make the line, right? What about the one on the right? How do I graph that one? Start at 5, up or down?
No, down.
Go down. Why do I go down this time? Because it's negative. Okay, so that's my y-intercept. Where do I go from here? Right, yep, use the slope, up 1 over 1, up 1 over 1, and then create your line. Are there any questions on slope-intercept form, that review part? So, moving on, we have the same equations, but they're written as a system. Okay, to solve a system of equations by graphing, we're just going to graph those two lines on the same graph. That's all we're doing. Okay, so I'm going to make one big graph. Okay, we already graphed these, so I'm just going to graph them real quick on the same graph. Oh, not that one. So there's my first line. Now, when graphing your second line, you want to see if they ever intersect. So I'm going to keep making dots or points until it intersects the other graph on my second one. Okay? So usually I make 3. This time I made 4 just so it catches that other graph. What do we notice about those two graphs together? What? Perpendicular? Use a different word. Perpendicular would mean they make a exactly 90-degree angle, which here we don't know, but I like that guess. What's a different word? What's happening to those two lines? Starts with the I. They're intersecting, okay? So the solution to this graph would be this point right here where they intersect. Okay, that is our solution. That was the whole reason we did this whole graph, was to see where they intersect at. Okay, so that point, how would I write that point as an ordered pair? I know it's hard to see. I think we're at 3, -2. So this right here, wherever they intersect, it'll be easier when you have an actual graph. But this would be our answer right here. Okay, your ordered pair. Are there any questions so far? Can I move on? Okay. Everyone make this little diagram table, write this down real quick, and then I'll go over it. So these are the 3 different types of solutions that you could have. Okay, what we had on the last slide is if we had exactly one solution. So exactly one, that's if they have a point of intersection. Okay, that is exactly one solution. That's what the graph will look like. Okay, and then how did we write our answer to this? What was the specific answer that we had for this? It was that ordered pair, right? So for our answer, we have to have the ordered pair at which it intersects. Okay. What do we think infinite means? What does infinite mean? Start there. Goes on forever. A lot of solutions. Okay. Infinite has a bunch of solutions. What do we think the graph would look like if it was infinite? So if I had one line, let's draw the first line. If I had one line, what would that other line look like? If there was infinitely many solutions. Here we had one solution because I had one intersection. If we have that, a lot of solutions, how many intersections would we have to have? We would have to have a lot, right? So infinite solutions, it would have the same line. If 2 lines have the same line, what's similar about them? Think of their equations. What's the same? Think of y equals mx plus b. What's the same? The slope would be the same. To have infinite solutions, your slope would be the same. They would have the same slope. It would be the same exact line. Okay? Moving on to no solution. What do we think no solution would look like?
Parallel.
Yep, parallel. Why do you say parallel?
Because they don't intersect.
Right, because there's no intersection. There's no intersection. So they're parallel lines. Back up to the infinite solutions. What else has to be the same if they're the same exact line? What else is the same? Y-intercept would also have to be the same, right? So infinite, that whole equation is the same. What about no solution? What's the same about that one? If they're parallel, what did we learn about parallel? We talked about parallel and perpendicular. What do we know about parallel? What? They never cross, so what do we know about the slope? It's the same slope. Are there any questions over those 3 solutions? Okay. So this first one here, exactly one solution, they intersect at exactly 1 point. And our answer would be in an ordered pair. Okay. Here, infinitely many solutions. The line is the exact same, right on top of each other. Okay. So you know they're the same slope and the same y-intercept. So their equation's exactly the same. Okay. No solution is if we have a set of parallel lines because they don't cross. And we know that their slope is the exact same from what we learned last semester. Are there any questions over those 3 solutions? And these 3 things right here. You've graphed before. Now we're just putting 2 graphs on one and then saying how many solutions there are. Any questions before I let you work? All right. Okay. Let's try it. Try this one on your own. Just graph both of those lines on the same graph, see what you come up with. Careful with your negative slopes. Make sure they're going in the right direction. Does your graph match mine? What do we notice about the graph? What does the graph tell us for our answer? Why is it no solution? They don't intersect at all. They're parallel, okay? Looking at the equations, what do we notice about the two equations? They have the same slope, but is their b the same? No, that's why it's no solution, okay? If their b was the same, how would that have changed our answer? It would be the whole thing, right? That whole line would be the same, so we would have infinite solutions. Okay, but since here we have no point of intersection, we have no solution. Okay. Got one more to look at. Try this one. First, what do you notice about the two equations? Can we graph the first one? Can we graph the first one, how it looks? What about the second one? What do we have to do with the second one? You have to solve it. What would our first step be? Because what are you trying to get by itself? Yep, you're trying to get y by itself. Subtract 6x. So you have 3y equals negative 6x minus 9. And then what would our last step be? Divide by 3. So you have y equals negative 2x minus 3. What do you notice about what's going to happen? Why do you say that? Yep, they're the exact same equation, so you know that there's going to be an infinite amount of solutions. Okay, so you can just graph one of them. Then you know the other one's going to follow suit. Any questions about solving systems of equations by graphing? Okay, really nothing new.